Hello everyone. My name's Steph, I'm Botanist Cool. Today we're painting a Space Marine. And long story short, I went to a Games Workshop shop recently, and I told the guy, listen, I'm not, you know, hipping with it with the Games Workshop, so what's what? And he goes, well, we have a free monthly thing. Here's a free monthly thing, and also here's a free Space Marine. So I got a free Space Marine. I separated the gun because I want to paint the gun separately because like it's really close in on each other. But I got a free Space Marine, and I am not immune to the Salamander propaganda that I've been fed recently. So we're gonna do that. My colors today, so everyone knows, and what I'm gonna try to do when it comes to like Warhammer models, I'm gonna try to keep the colors very like singular and not mix too much, because I don't want to forget. So my colors today, we're gonna use a base of Feywild Emerald, highlighting for green flames. We're gonna use Cambrian Crimson, Rust Monster, and Fire Newt Orange to specifically work on some of those flame colors that I want to use for the gun, and any flame decals that might eventually go on to the sides over here on the pauldrons. Silver Dragon and Kieran Gold for any details that are metallic. Shadow Wash, Matte White, Matte Black, and of course Uniform Gray for some other things as well. These are the colors I plan on using. Don't plan on using too much else. That may change, as always, but the 90% of the colors are going to be these two. That's going to be 90% of the colors. That's going to be most of the area around here, the face, etc. I have a few Salamander references up here, so I am only recently getting into 40k lore. I am not the best at it, but what I will say is the Salamanders have my heart. I absolutely adore them. They have been, they are basically Space Marines with a heart for humans, but fuck literally everyone else. They are like, fuck every Xeno, death, you know? Funny thing is, I do actually have Games Workshop paints, but they are color painted for specifically not salamanders. I could use those paints a lot for other things, specifically when it comes to Age of Sigmar ones, which I'm gonna probably use those for a mix of Age of Sigmar ones. Like I got, yeah, all these I could probably use for Age of Sigmar, except I don't have a light blue, so I'll have to find a light blue. Well, there's Abaddon Black here. Retribution. There's a lot of good colors I could use here, actually. But I have a few. Just Slowpoke Tail? Nice. Probably Lechonk. It was Spoink. Oh my god. Hey, any chance I get to make fun of Pokemon by adding ham sandwich in the same gen as they added Lechonk? Oh no! At least 3 didn't have ham sandwiches, though. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna get started. We're gonna get started with a base of Feywild. Does it have a green? I'm gonna do one more check. Here. Just I want to see if any of these have other colors. So there's Auric Flesh. Not what I want to use. What is this? Base Retributor Armor. So we do have like armor colors here. Lead Belcher, which actually will probably be better actually than the silver and the gold. So let's remove that, because this is a lot duller than the silver and the gold. Corax White. There's mud colored. I like mud colored. All right, let's take a look here. This is Steel Legion Drab. It's brown. A lot of browns here. That's Sterling Mud. This is, yeah, Stringland Mud. It's a technical, or whatever that means. This is a shade of Agrath Earthshade. This is is a base of Aberrant Sunset, which might actually do good for the yellows. Bugman's Glow. You know what? I think I'll try to replace. I think I'll try to put as much. That's not a paint. Yeah, no, that's a technical or whatever it was, right? This is a shade. Don't use that. Base of Ranax Hide. Cantor Blue. I could use for like a Space Marine or something, but like yeah. They're basing and washing respectively. Got you. Abaddon Black. That's a base. Borax White. Base. Don't have enough colors. Bugman's Glow. Base. The technical. Come here. Legion Drab base. And Agrax Earthshade's the technical. I think I'll just keep it with these for right now. There we go. So I'm using 2 Games Workshop. No. I appreciate you telling me. I appreciate you telling me. That is true. But when it comes to Space Marines, I want to make sure that if I do a Salamander army, I want to make sure I actually have colors that I know what they are and don't have to mix every time, you know what I'm saying? I don't remember my mixings. That's not something I'm good at. Could make a note on my notepad here though. Write it down? That's so hard. Let's just use, yeah, I'm gonna try to use as much Citadel paint as I can. Give me a second, actually. So let's take out Abaddon Black and Borax White. These here are just matte white, matte black from what I can tell. I'm not using blue today. I'm not doing a base Space Marine. This is the only green I have. I don't think it will be good as green flame for the thing. So like, this is the only green. I'm not gonna be using it, unfortunately. This is brown. I don't want to use. There's nothing for me to use that with. Brown might be useful. No. Steel Legion Drab. No. I don't need Bugman's Glow. I will take these 2. And I'm going to replace the red, orange, and yellow with them. So, alright. The new color set for what we have. Alright. New color set for what we have. You guys ready? We're still keeping Feywild Emerald and Flame Green and Green Flame from the Army Painter War Paints D&D collab, and the Dark Shade, and of course Uniform Gray. However, when it comes to Citadel paints, which we've now added a few of them, we're gonna be using Abaddon Black, Corax White. Corax White might not be as white as I think it is, so I might want to keep matte white as a backup if I need it. But in all reality, I don't think I'm gonna do anything pure white, so it'll be fine. We're gonna have Retributor armor and base lead belcher for armor bits, and then we're gonna have Mephiston red and Averland sunset for the fire decals and what have you. So those are all of our paints for today. All the paints I plan on using, and I'm gonna put that into a notepad later on to actually write down. And we're just gonna get started from there. It's a very goopy paint. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be shaking the shit out of everything before I open them, because I've had these paints for a while and I've not used them. And they need to be shaken real good. All right, let's get some of that Feywild Emerald out there. You want to mix? Shaking does fuck off. Okay, gotcha. I'll see if I can find like a toothpick to mix with, or you know what I can use? I have a miscellaneous Allen wrench. I could use that. A miscellaneous Allen wrench. Love having those. All right, let me get up a reference picture for salamanders. I'm gonna put it on my left side here. I have a whole reference page of salamanders, actually. I should be fine. Green, 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 gold. Green, green, gold, 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 green, 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 gold. A lot of greens, a lot of golds. I think this is literally the mini I have, so I'm going to use that as my base, and I think we'll go from there. Alright. We're going to go... I'm just going to start at the legs. They're big. They're big. They're large. Take care of the big stuff first. Let's take you off the base, actually. I know you fit really snugly on the base, but let's take you off it. There we go. This is one of those, again, this is one of those free ones, so it's like... one of them, you know? It kind of has like those little sprues that kind of stick in and out of it. Okay, that's what I wanted. Okay, yeah. This is neoliberal. Diversity in video games also means neoliberalism. Oh my god. Hang on, I'll be back in 20. I gotta go watch some research. Hell yeah, enjoy your time, research. Okay, I know what to do now. Let's get Abaddon Black out. I'm gonna stop focusing on green for a second so my brain doesn't explode. Not that it is exploding, but you know. It's nice to prevent any possible explosion. Doodle! Please give me some colors. I would color you. I would color you the most beautiful of greens, Doodle. Radical flames everywhere. How you doing today, Doodle? I'm not gonna lie, I have been hit by the Salamander propaganda. I love them now. They are so good. Haven't eaten. Please eat. Oh my god. Got a boss? Hell yeah, Doodle. Come back when you have breakfast, alright? Or, now it's lunch. I did. Oopsie. Take a look at these backpack colors. Okay, I see how they designed the backpacks. Alright, cool. No, I'm thinking, hell yeah, let's go eat. Can't believe Doodle's taking me out to eat. I'm so excited. What are we eating for lunch today, Doodle? I'm hungry, so you're gonna have to tell me what we're eating, Doodle. I escaped ad hell. Oh, I was saying, if you're taking me out to eat lunch, what are we eating? Tell me what we're eating, Doodle. Making an omelet? Fuck yeah. I want mine with extra cheese. Do actually share what you put on your omelet, though. That's always a lot of fun to find out what people put on their omelets. That's outlined in gold, so let's do that. Onion and bell pepper and whatever cheese I find? Hell yeah, dude. Sounds delish. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh, there it is. I restrain myself from eating ice cream for every meal? Yeah, it's a fucking mood, dude. It's a fucking mood. Why is it bad for us if it's so tasty, you know? Though I do like myself some like ice cream waffles in the morning. Ah, shit. I have to fix that later. I do have pancake mix. I've been meaning to make some chalky chip pancake breakfast. refrigerator now, and I'm not supposed to. I know! Sounds good. Strawberry cheesecake ice cream? Damn, dude. Sounds good. I'll have to fix some of that. But we could definitely get the chest place right now. So good, I highly recommend it. Where's it from? I'll see if I can buy it next time I go there. But usually I just hit up Aldi's because it's cheap as shit and I love it. Publix! Oh, I love Publix. I don't think I actually have a Publix near me, though. I might, but I don't know where. What brand is it, I think is what I meant to say. Yeah, what brand is it? What brand of ice cream? Like Ben and Jerry's or what have you? You got Briars? Oh, hell yeah. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Classic, tried and true. Do you have a favorite animal botanist? Ooh. I do actually unironically like salamanders and newts and axolotls and stuff like that. I have an absolute adoration for alligators and crocodiles. Somewhere around that line would be my favorite, probably. Let me paint the feet real quick too. Let's get feet stuff out of the way. I love reptiles and amphibians. They're great. Like, they're underrepresented. I do like my mammals on. Love my dogs and cats and what have you, but like, love a good alligator. Love good stuff. What about you, Doodle? What about you, Doodle? I am gonna do something real quick. My laundry. We're back. The humble pigeon is my favorite guy. Ah, the pigeon. We love a pigeon. Pigeons are good. Pigeons are good. Poor things domesticated and abandoned by humans. Like, goddamn, dude. Actually, let me check something. Let me check something if something's here yet. Oh wait, the pangolin. Never mind. I read pigeon. Oh my god, good job, Steph. You have such brain. You have such brain, Steph. Look how good your brain does. It happens, it does. Alright, I will be right back. Alright, laundry switched over and I'm back out at the paint. The pangolin's a good one. I like the pangolin. It's an interesting lad. Not many people think about him, you know? It's a shame. But pigeons are still good. I do like pigeons. I'm not gonna lie. Pigeons are good. They are. I love myself some owls too. Owls are pretty. How's any painting's going? Good. I was able to do some of the pauldrons really nice like. After I'm done with all of that, I'm gonna do a good wash on them. After I'm done with the base, I'm gonna do a wash on them, highlight, and all that kind of stuff. Doodle, thank you very much for hydrate. I still got a lot of like base stuff to do, so I'm not done yet. I'm nowhere near ready to wash. That's going good. And welcome back, Elijah. Remember, if you guys want to see Elijah's shit, exclamation point Elijah. He's got a lot of good shit. While he hasn't updated his Twitter in a bit, he does have some great art on there. I think he's doing Tumblr now most days. They got a lot of good old shit. Some of my favorite arts, which include a lot of my emotes. This last academic year, damn. Efferoonies, baby. I should post my Warhammer. You should post your Warhammer. Your Warhammer is great. I know you were doing some nids recently and they looked really cool. I think I was talking about this yesterday on stream. But I do plan on, for charity events, actually doing like a charity event, like buy a small like Space Marines contingency, paint it in the color of whatever charity it is, and for people who donate, you know, provide that as a potential like raffle thing. I think that'd be really cool. Those tiny houses. Oh yeah, the tiny houses, the little houses. Someone in the chat who hasn't spoken has done something similar? What? Alright, I'm taking a look at the chat list. I'll trust whoever that is. And if you're lurking, don't feel like you need to interact. Thank you very much for the lurk. I think I'm gonna put a few Space Marines on my throne later today too. After learning, if I recall correctly, it was a gay little Sigmar figure. You? You've spoken. Oh, I think okay, never mind, I remember. Well, welcome on in, friend. No, I think I remember now. My biggest issue learning how to paint Warhammer is gonna try to get it to not look streaky. That's gonna be my biggest issue. No, actually, there is a color I might want to use here. The color that I looked at, like drab something. Steel Legion drab, yeah. Amazing. We love it. Out yourself. Out yourself. Let's see here. I'm trying to take a look at the insides of the armor, but not a lot of people are immediately showing the insides of the armor. Some people are, and it's a little grayish, but I kind of want to try the drab, see how the drab looks. Because it's brown. Brown and green I think will go together well. Ah, there we go. I always thought it'd be a little. I think it'd be a little fun, like if I got a army of Astra Militarum and Danny Rev be after something while at work. Apparently, hello there, Danny Rev. How you doing today? What's that saying? There they are. There they are. Hi, Danny Rev. Astra Militarum and Salamanders, because like they, you know, Salamanders like humans. I think that'd be really cute. Work together. Battle. How you doing today, Danny Rev? I hope you're doing well. Of course, if you want to continue lurking, please lurk. Don't worry about chatting up, but I hope you're having. Might be moving away from Death Corps as my next army. Hell yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. I've only got some of the propaganda for them, basically. And I am not immune. I did see this comic. It was a really cool comic. So like, horses and gas masks. Horse. Good point. I saw this comic. It was a really cute comic though. It was a salamander. That was fighting a Chaos Space Marine. I believe it was someone who believes in the blood gods. I think the Blood Angels it was, if I recall correctly. Anyways, they're fighting, and there's a just a normal soldier, like a Cadian soldier, like a Astra Militarum, and she's fighting too, but the salamander is fighting this guy and is like, hey, run away. And the girl's like, no, I'm not gonna run away. She takes up the salamander's bolter, which, if you guys don't know, the bolters shoot fucking bullets the size of like monster energy drink cans. They fucking wreck your arm. She takes up a bolter, shoots the blood angel. I think it was a blood angel. Krieg got some new stuff with the Militarum. Ooh, that's cool. And you know, the salamander ends up dying, protecting her, but she ends up fucking breaking her arm. But she ends up like getting inspired by the salamander, takes up the salamander's combat knife, charges the fucking blood angel, and then I think it was like a battle sister came up, fucking killed the blood angel because she started hearing music or some shit like that. I don't know much about the lore. And then the battle sister's like, only someone who truly believes in the emperor hears the calling of the song, and it's implied she becomes a battle sister or whatever it was. And I'm like, I'm just like, this is a cool little story because I just love how they interacted with one another, how the salamander interacted with the Astra Militarum girl, and how she interacted with like the world afterwards. It was like, I have that bravery and that faith in the emperor, as crazy as the lore is, you know what I'm saying? To like fight because that salamander has inspired me and was friendly and helped and all that kind of stuff. And I was just like, that's really cool. So like, I like the salamanders as a concept, but it is just propaganda I am buying into. Let's be real, right? It is just salamander propaganda. But it was a really cute comic. I'm like, oh man, that's really fucking cute. I love it. And there's a few others where like, there's a comic where like a salamander was carrying a woman with him, a civilian, and the Ultramarines like, leave her behind, she is dead weight. And the salamander goes, brother, I will carry her no matter what to the safest place I can provide her to. And I'm like, oh shit, I love that. And the Ultramarines like, fuck, whatever, all right. Clearly pissed off at the salamander, but like, I like them. I paint lamenters, half our propaganda is a chapter getting wiped out several times in a row. Let's go. I don't know much about the lamenters. I'm just getting into the lore, and right now it's 90% salamanders propaganda. I did have some Tau propaganda too, and I love that shit. You know what I'm saying? Love Tau. But yeah, so I dragged you out of hiding. You gotta have fun if we're dubbing each other. Yeah, for sure. These little bits here and there that I keep. I do remember learning about Fireside, Commander Fireside from the Tau, when he defected from the Tau, and that's about it. Like, I was like, oh damn, defectors from the Tau, let's go. Sounds kind of cool. Commander Fireside, I think his name was. There's also this really cool Tau drone port miniature that's like a scenery thing that I want to get. So like, I'm looking at it, I'm just like staring like, ooh, there's me, there's my pining for the day, you know what I'm saying? Because I fucking pine over minis now. Elijah has gotten me into the plastic crap. Plastic crap. Plastic crack. Something happened? Hold on. Thought I heard something weird happen. Okay. I did hear something weird happen, but I just don't know what it was anymore. Alright, cool. You go over here. Alright, we're good. So, I should just listen to more Salamander lore. I know there's not a lot of it, per se, but I like them. I really do so far. They are the friendliest chapter comparative to all the other chapters, but like, that's the whole point of them. They're in a grim, dark world. These are the guys that kind of prove how dark it is. You know, like, you can have a world, and in the entirety, you can have a Warhammer 40k world where everyone's just assholes, and it's just a world of assholes. That's all it is. But having factions like the Salamanders show just how grim dark it is, you know? These guys have the concept of love and civility for their fellow man, and through that love and civility, they do their best to act. However, they are still very much grim in terms of all the hatred that, you know, the Ultramarines and stuff put towards civilians just goes to Xenos for them. They're some of the most brutal. This is one of the most brutal chapters. They have some of the highest death rates because they save civilians, but they kill the shit out of like their enemies. I kind of appreciate them. It really shows how like grim. It is a great example of how to show grim dark without just being complete assholes 24/7. That's my opinion. I do kind of like the little brown here, but it is kind of reminding me of Master Chief. I am actually making a Master Chief Salamander. The Salamanders are basically Spartans. That's a good way of looking at it, yeah. I remember I was talking to Prime. Prime is, and he was with me on the last Space Marines 2 stream I did. Man's just reliving the Halo days. I'm just reliving the Halo days. And he goes, you know, I think Chief could 1v1 a single Spartan, a single Space Marine. Like, he goes, I feel like Chief has the experience, the expertise, and the know-how to 1v1 a fucking Space Marine, but doesn't have the tech. Doesn't have the isn't as augmented or as ready to fight as the Space Marines are. But a 1v1, he could take one down. You know, he's got enough against a lot. You know, fair enough. I don't know if Master Chief could be able to take down a Space Marine, but I'd believe in Master Chief. Giving him at least a solid shot. Fixing that COD piece real quick. I think I got that gold piece right in the middle pretty okay. Actually, I liked playing as the Arbiter the most when it came to Halo. I love playing as the aliens. The designs are just so cool to me, and I really liked them and appreciated them. So like, that's what I played as the most. I think I bought the Master Chief collection recently. Funnily enough, to play with Elijah, we never got around to it. You never bought it? Oh, so I just bought it thinking that eventually you would, and we never did. That's great. I love it. You will? Yeah. Black Friday sales, baby. Black Friday sales, and they're super cheap. Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. Oh, hold on. Let me get the, I just realized there's a little bit of brown down here I need to get. Your turnaround. Getting him right at the neck. Lofi, eh? I know I had talked a few times to and Elijah's like sometimes people do it before paint paint pre-assembly. Some people paint post-assembly, but it really just depends. And it's like, yeah, I can see the arguments for both of them now. How frustrating it could be getting to like some of these little mini areas here, like right that neck. How should the helmet look? The helmet should have a little bit of black on the side, right? Not every helmet does, but it looks like some do. Black on the side, going up to front. Okay, I see what's happening. I do pre-assembly because I hate myself. Valid. I'm doing a partial pre-assembly. Like, it's just that I'm gonna have to fix later, but like, you know, and the gun. But yeah. I don't think I'll ever do like full pre-assembly painting. I see the game show with side effects. Sorry, one more time. I lost track of the conversation there. That happens frequently with me. I lose track of conversation pretty easily. That is my way of saying hello. Hello, hello, Drake. How are you, friend? We finally got a Space Marine we're starting to paint, bud. Oop. Too much black there. Oopsie poop. I'll fix that. I'm painting a Space Marine 2 because of the game. Hell yeah. What chapter are you painting, bud? Custom chapter for a friend, very cool. I'm glad to see y'all infected. Drake's been doing this for a lot longer than I have. Drake's actually really good at mini painting. Posted some of that in the art channel on the Discord. If you guys haven't already, take a look at the links down below. I have a Discord link, I have a YouTube link with a lot of mini painting. Go give them all ganders, please and thank you. Is that wet blending on the tree? Like, yep. Greg's like, yes, it is. Do I know what that means? No. I assume it has something to do with blending when the paint is wet. There we go. I hate the texture of a primed mini. Like, this texture on the priming sucks. It's like chalky. I don't know if I primed it wrong, but I don't like that feel. I try to keep it like 6-7 inches away. Is that too far from the primer? Posted a picture of my favorite mini. The armor wasn't the best. Let me go take a gander real quick. See what mini Elijah's posted. Oh yeah, this lad. Oh yeah, Mr. Assless Chaps. I remember that one. Fucking great mini. Mr. Assless Chaps, bring me a something. I don't know. Alright, let me go back to Salamander things. If it's too cold outside, the humidity's too high, 4 or 5 inches can be better. Alright, so put it a little closer next time and try it again. Alright, cool, cool, cool. I'll give it a shot. Try it a little closer next time. It's North Carolina. Our humidity is typically pretty high. Usually like around 70, 80. And when it's not, it's pretty cold. So, may as well give it a shot from a distance. Alright, let's use Lead Belcher. For the hip shit. Huh? Oh, I broke that. Oops. I broke the middle there. That's a oopsies. Oopsie poopsies. Oh, I got a moldy tool. I can just cut that off real quick. Of each other before they hit the model? Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Okay. So, spray it closer, and we're good. Painting your base valid. Oh, it was supposed to be like that. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh well. I've done what I've done. I always go like it's like burst. It's not a long burst, but you know. All right. A lot of the minis I have primed, I've always felt a little chalky. So now I understand why, and now I'll do better next time. Thank you for telling me. If those who don't know, I hate the texture of chalk so much, it physically bothers me. Remember to put a little primer under your pillow for the primer, man? Shit, fuck, I forgot about that. That's why I haven't been priming well. Yeah, in case he comes down. Mr. Primer, bring me a can, bum 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 bum, of the sweetest. Prime something span, bum 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 bum. White primers are also notorious for being chalky. Can also be the pigment. Titanium is usually the... Oh, okay, gotcha. Give me a bottle of null oil for him to wash down as well. Okay, we'll do. Null oil and primer for the primer man. I have learned so much today. All about the first step. Any Army Painter white primer is rarely chalky for me. Yeah. So I'm using Army Painter white primer. That's the thing. So I'm if it's not chalky for you, Drake, maybe I'm just applying it wrong. Which my guess is I'm applying it wrong. I'm using the same one you are. To my knowledge. So like I like Army Painter, so that's the one I'm using. I have some Citadel paints because I bought a set once, but mostly I use Army Painter. I really appreciate y'all just giving me them tips so I know how to do it better, you know? I would like to actually get a lot better at this, you know? The learning process of getting information? Oh yeah, 100%. I have recognized how much I have gotten better in the past year of mini painting. I know I've gotten a lot better. And I will continue to. 100%. I think that's a good base. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a wash. Then we're going to start doing some of the details after that. But I do just hate how sometimes the green is a little unevenly spread. A little bit more of this bronze actually real quick. I use Vallejo colors and my greens have the same problem. Gotcha. Vallejo's like super high quality, isn't it? I love mini painting. I don't need to think about the composition unless I'm cutting up a mini and I just try to directional out there. You just sit and start painting my final project in mind. It's just Googling the steps. Yeah, for sure. But I've yet to see downsides for Vallejo colors and mini models. I'm gonna start using great value Walmart colors. Go for Army Painter. I really like Army Painters. It's just, it's affordable. It's good to do. I'm intending to move to oil paints this year. On minis? You do oil paints on minis? Oh, that's cool. That is really cool. All right, so let's get the gun kitted out a bit too. The big one? Oh, hell yeah, that's cool. So we'll get this gun kitted out. I know what colors I want. I know what colors I want to give it. I did not know you could oil paint minis. That's really cool. I mean, it makes sense, I guess. You know, you just, it's paint, you know? It is just paint. Yeah, put paint on there. The paints have less maintenance than acrylics, especially Citadel. It's just safely that's a big. It's just safety. That's why is oil less safe than acrylics? I use some oil-based effects from AK, but I prefer acrylic ones because I hate the smell of oils. Okay, gotcha. Rags used in oil painting can spontaneously combust as the oil produces heat. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, okay. You gotta be a little careful for sure. Oh, that's, yeah, okay, you know what? Fair. Fair. You don't think that, you don't think that we just, you could be like, hey, can I get acrylics instead? Wink, wink, hint, hint. That's nice, getting a discount on paints and stuff, because you're a student. That's good, that's good, that's really good. Let's get the greens done real quick, because the green is the worst color that I have here. Everything else kind of just slips right on and it's all good. I'm also gonna do today. What I want to do is, the reason why I really wanted to do this mini was this area specifically. I did a little bit of testing with glows on my last dragon mini, and I want to try it with fire. Angel Gyarados or Vince Ventura do the acrylics, so I still have miles to go before I look in the oils. Valids. Where's the other hand? Oh, some. I love the smell, and the long drying time means more wiggle room. Gotcha, gotcha. We have one person here who hates the smell of oil, one person here who loves the smell. One is more American than the other. One loves oil more than the other. Neither are truly American. I know. That's why I'm saying one's more American than the other. And neither are American. Funny enough, my mini painting streams and whatnot get a bigger international audience than my other ones, which is really funny. I've had people from Greece and the UK and Germany a lot come to my mini painting sessions, more so than other things I've played, which is really funny. Oil paint is very European, yeah, for sure. But oil itself is very American. So, sorry, bud. I love it. I love it. Like little tidbit fact. It's kind of cool. That is very loud. What the hell's... This way to paint a mini is with outside self-sealing house paint. Wait. House paint? I'm 90% sure this is a meme. I am 90% sure this is a meme from what it sounds like, but I'm just like, what the hell? Delicious? Yeah, okay, it's a meme, 100%. Personally, I just like eating the lead parts of the paint, just the lead itself. It's like having a Lunchables here in America. Eat a whole bunch of lead, it's great. The stuff is thick, you just dip the paint in and no more details the paint. Paint orb. The orb. The orb. Orb. Drink some for a boost to your boys. I don't plan on painting orcs. It's not gonna help my orcs, because I don't plan on painting orc. Well, I do have one singular orc, actually, never mind. That was the free mini of the month at Games Workshop. Orky boy. Age of Sigmar Orky boy. To be fair. Drake, thank you very much for the stretch, and I'm gonna add in the hydro there for funsies. Oh, fuck, that's good. If you guys haven't already, do me a solid. Subscribe to the YouTuber. It's only 2 away from 700, yeah? And if you like mini painting, there's a lot of mini painting videos there. Share them. Oh, good stretch. Oh. Need that soon. Ooh, away from 700. That's a good number. I think we'll definitely hit that before the end of the year. My goal this year was to hit 700 subscribers on YouTube. I think we're definitely gonna hit that. Definitely think we are. I'm pretty sure what's gonna happen to YouTube is it's gonna turn not into video games like I do here on Twitch. It's gonna turn primarily into mini painting. I have a feeling that's exactly what it's gonna turn out into. And I'm happy about that. I'm down for that, you know what I'm saying? Down to fuck with that. I feel like YouTube's gonna be 90% mini painting soon. If not just, and then it'll be mini painting, the occasional, the weekly Ace Attorney with Katie, the weekly Nuzlocke with Sleepy, and then a lot of mini painting. I'm even considering stopping my Stardew Valley project on there, which is fun, or at least doing it significantly less often, maybe once a month instead of once a week. You know what I could do? I could replace that with a lot more mini painting. Mental changes? Define mental changes, because because I'm also medicated on antidepressants, so that's a different thing entirely. It's fun for sure. I've only had time to do it once a month, but it's a good vibe. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm probably getting a part-time job soon because I was let go. I was laid off a little while ago, so I'm probably getting a part-time job at least soon. So painting is going to be a lot less frequent for me, but I would like to do more. I don't think mini painting has changed my mentality, if that's what you're asking. I am pining for minis more, but I think that's just kind of like a, you know, you start to enjoy something and you want more of it kind of thing, instead of like a mental thing. Relax, I'm also heavily medicated. You're also heavily medicated. Let's go. I'm not heavily medicated, but I am medicated. That's something I've noticed. I mean, let me put it like this. Art is therapeutic. The therapist I was seeing before actually practiced art therapy, which was great. So that's kind of cool. So art is therapeutic 100% and definitely can help out your mental status. You know what I'm saying? I believe it can. And I know it could be used in therapy. So like, I'm not surprised if art helps, you know, something related to therapy or mental health wise and giving you a positive situation. That's a nice color, by the way, for the gun. I like that. What I'm going to do later on is I'm going to put the yellow glows in here and then kind of radiate it red. And then I'm going to try to radiate red as well on the body of the salamander. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if I'll be able to do it right, but we'll see. Mini painting also does require you to kind of just like sit down, chill, and relax. So it does kind of like force you to kind of relax, you know? There's a lot of patience that comes with mini painters of any art. I imagine you probably get some good vibes, you know. We'll start using uniform gray to just take the ground real quick. I'd rather put a wash on it when everything's painted. You know what I'm saying? I wish there was a hobby shop closer to me. There's several in Raleigh, but they're like 20, 30, 40 minutes away from me. And I don't like driving 20, 30, 40 minutes away. You know what I'm saying? I wish there was just a couple closer to me. My specific little town. One and a half hours by train. Ooh, that's rough. We don't even got a train. I could do a train ride. I just don't want to drive 40 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I could do a 40-minute train ride. I'd be happy with that. But fucking driving 40 minutes? No, I really don't want to. I want to drive as little as possible. But then again, the American system does not have any way of actually using public transportation. So there's that. One and a half hour train ride is kind of rough, though. I got you. It is rough, 100%. Every stone and blade of grass here is train or bus with regular schedule. Fucking nice. Remember, I'd visited the UK and the trains were really nice. I like the fact that the trains were pretty good on schedule. Very rarely were off schedule, and if they were, like, only a couple minutes. You know, Japan was a very great subway system. Hell, even Greece had an amazing subway system. I love the metro in Athens. It was so convenient. It's in your area valid. The metro in Athens was great, and it did really well with the buses in Athens. So like, I really got a good way to travel around whenever the hell I wanted to. And funnily enough, in Athens, they did have a game. They did have like a little like nerdy shop for like Warhammer and stuff. The Warhammer is cheaper in Athens than it is in the States, but the D&D miniatures are significantly more expensive. Probably because the UK is a lot closer to Greece than it is the States, and that's why it's cheaper there. But yeah, let's get a little bit of that red so I can just at least get the red eyes in here. First detail. That's a good shake. For some reason, Americans don't want trains, and that reason is Elon Musk. Fuck the Musk. All right. Shit, I'm an idiot. Oh hell yeah, I got the eyes on almost perfectly, first time. I think if more of us tourists would look up how to get around Europe before coming, they would. Yeah, agreed. I think if tourists from the States actually understood how well the public transportation worked, they would be asking for more. Thank you. I think I got him pretty on solid, honestly. Like, look at that. So I'm gonna let all that dry essentially, and then we're gonna wash it, let it dry again, and then we're gonna like do some dry brushing and what have you. Now, what I did for like all these small details, they don't have a small dry brush. So what I did was I took a normal brush I just never used and I cut it to make it look like to make it act like a dry brush. And it works. Actually works pretty well, believe it or not. All right, we're gonna let that dry. Everyone, take a moment, give yourself a stretchy. I'm gonna give myself a stretchy too. And we'll go on from there, yeah? Ugh, hold on. There we go. If you haven't finished stretching, finish stretching. We're coming back in a bit. I just got a package that we will open up on stream after we're done painting this guy. It's gonna be a good package. Got a package. I bought myself a little something. I treated myself for my birthday. And it is something that we'll be doing on stream eventually. So let's get the wash ready. We gotta water it down pretty big too. Give give box, give box. Box, give box. I deserve box. You read my work. I will give you a box. Just a box. Just a box. But I think you're gonna like the box because, you know, it's a box. Box is good. Alright, let's go. I think it should be thin enough, but you know what? I'll add one more drop here. It should be a thin enough wash. Good to go. Oh yeah, that's thin enough. That's actually really good. Crevices. Thank you. A little bit more. Go. Almost done with the washing. Coming out really well, mind you. I am surprised. I don't think I've ever washed something this well before, because I've been historically bad with washing, I'm not gonna lie. Part of it is because I'm impatient as fuck. I like waiting for it to wash to dry. Part of it's just because I've not really done good with it. But you know, that's it. But here, go. Gotta hit that button. Arm, got the gun. I think actually this actually a little bit better. Now we just gotta get the ground. Honestly, I'm gonna say this. I think we're gonna have a game-worthy piece at the end of all this. Have a game-worthy piece. Then again, I don't know what people typically define as game-worthy, so I'm just saying that because I feel like it's gonna be game-worthy. Maybe not traditional Warhammer players and nerds who are gatekeepers, but I will. And that's what matters. Alright, now we're gonna let the wash dry. God, it's gonna take forever. Wash takes forever to dry. I hate it. I hate it. It takes so long. If it ain't gray plastic, it's more painted than 90% of what I see. Okay, let me tell you guys what I've been doing. So I went to Facebook Marketplace recently, right? And oh, I did miss a piece, actually. Hold on. I went to Facebook Marketplace. And I went to look up Warhammer, see if anyone was selling some, maybe like they had a couple of ones they didn't do, right? And that's A-okay. You know, not everyone does a thing. So this one guy is selling a lot of Warhammer. He has, apparently according to him, $8,000 worth of Warhammer he's never touched. From Horus Legacy, from Space Marines to Adeptus, Custodes, and everything like that, right? So I'm just gonna get the back of the gun here real quick. So he has $8,000 apparently that he's never touched, not even a single bit. They're all still in their fucking wrapping. So I send him a message and I go, "Hey, listen, I can't buy any, but would you be willing to trade for something?" He goes, "Nope," and I'm like, "All right, no problem." And I was kind of like, "What an asshole!" Like, no, all right, cool. He's never gonna sell them. Because here's what I've noticed about Warhammer and selling Warhammer, right? If you are selling Warhammer, you're not selling Warhammer you've done nothing to. You're selling commissions to someone who is commissioning you as an artist. That's what I've noticed about Warhammer sales, right? If you're not actually just the game shop, you are selling to someone who has commissioned you for the art. So you're selling art if you're selling Warhammer. If you are selling Warhammer that's in a plastic bag, that's in a plastic wrapping still, and this original box, you have a pretty good chance of actually selling it on like Facebook Marketplace or eBay or something like that, right? But if you're just selling Warhammer sprues, no one buys them. I see like Warhammer sprues because like you can't guarantee you have every parts, right? I see Warhammer sprues that are on Facebook Marketplace. Have been there for like a year or two now. I have no doubt that they will just throw them away eventually, which is a shame. Like I wish I could go to a dumpster, just dumpster dive Warhammer. That'd be great, but this is something I've realized when, at least here in the States, that's how the kind of Warhammer thing goes. That's what bit stores are for. Yeah. We don't have any bit stores here, to my knowledge. I'm gonna blow on my mini, see if I can get a draw. Oh, online. Okay, yeah. But yeah, so like, I think this dude's gonna have their $8,000 worth of Warhammer on there for a while. In fact, if I recall correctly, they lowered it down to $7,000 recently because no one was buying that shit. Yeah. Like, here's the thing. In my mind, so I'm actually pretty good about my minis. I don't have a lot of minis that are just, except for my Lumineth Realm Lords. I'm gonna get those guys painted. I really want to paint them really badly. I don't have a lot of minis that are just kind of not painted, miscellaneously standing. I have some sets from the Monsters of Solan, and of course the Heroes and Animal Companions from Solan box I have. But everything that's big, like a dragon, is painted, or at least base coated, and good enough for a D&D game, right? I do have to do my aboleth eventually, but I have everything that I've already painted to some degree or another. I've been pretty good with that. I'm not gonna lie. I know that is out of the normal, but still. We have bit exchanges at my hobby store. You bring some, you take some. That's really cool. Yeah, exactly. So for me, it's like, if I'm gonna paint this, like, all right. So here's how I view it in the future, right? I want to paint these just because I want to paint these. That's it, right? If I have a friend who wants to play Warhammer, so long as they give me their minis and the paints they want, I will paint it for them if they cannot paint, right? Because I just enjoy the painting part of it, is what I'm enjoying. I would play Warhammer. I do actually enjoy it. I watched 40k in 40 minutes. I quite enjoy watching that people play Warhammer. So I do want to play one day. So I might have a small, like, kill team or something for myself. You know what I'm saying? Or the Vanguard I have for the Lumineth Realm Lords. But, for me, it's primarily about the painting. And if someone wants a good army and they think I'm a good enough artist for them, one, I have better recommendations for you, friend. You could pay someone else to do a lot better than me. Two, yeah, I'll paint it. Why not? But that's the fun part for me. It's the painting, you know? Take a look at this here. How many colors are in here? It's only 2 colors here. I could do that, actually. I don't even need to really... I'm looking at the emblems and shit on them real quick. Exactly. Like, I just want to paint it. I kind of take it as in the same way of my sewing. I enjoy sewing here and there, and I will sew to repair anything. So what happened in university was, I told my fraternity brothers, I go, listen, if you guys need any of your clothing sewed, you come to me. You don't need to pay me, but you need to give me the thread to do it. So go to the store, go to the campus store, buy the thread, give it to me, and as long as I have your thread, I will sew up anything you want me to sew up, right? Sewing was very cathartic for me, and usually they give me like $2 or $3 as well, just so that I could sew it, right? So I'd make $2 or $3, they'd give me thread, and I had thread for fucking ages. I still have some of it to this day that I still use to repair some of my clothing when it breaks. That's exactly how I'm gonna take basically Warhammer. If someone wants me to paint for them, they send me the paint, they send me the minis, I paint for them. If they want me to use 6 colors, I use those 6 colors. You know what I'm saying? But then again, I don't imagine anyone would actually want me to paint Warhammer for them. It is starting to dry now. There is a part I want to get a little more detail on in the mask base, but like I have to thicken up my shadow wash for that actually. I'm using the thin variation that I've been using. Let's see if I can just make it a little dab in here. That is looking real good so far, though. Like, you ever see a salamander kicking ass too? There's an animated series called Pariah Nexus with one as a protagonist. Oh, that's awesome. I do want to see that. That is looking very good so far. Like, it's still drying. The wash is still drying, but still. Add a few kills, brushes to make wash well, because it was very heavy, which is okay. But I am just gonna become a mini content creator. I am just gonna legitimately become a mini. Not a bad thing, again, not a bad thing. Kind of really funny where I started and where I'm ending up, you know? I like it. Poetry, as the wise, George Lucas says, it rhymes, you know? Is that dry now? I think I'm gonna be very satisfied with that. So to go over for anyone who cares about colors and wants to know what colors I'm using. So far we've used from Army Painter and a D&D collab, Feywild Emerald, Uniform Gray, and Shadow Wash. I plan on using Flame Green later on, or Green Flame. For Citadel paints, we have used Abaddon Black, Lead Belcher, Steel Legion Drab, Retribution Armor, and I plan on using Mestaphon Red, and I've used a little bit of it, just a teeny little bit, and Averland Sunset as well. Those are the colors that I'm planning on using or have already used, so that's my entire color list for today. I actually remember when I was mini painting, when I first started it, I'm gonna go off to Lurk, got invited to some Space Marine 2, let's go! We're praying for you, Elijah, we're praying to the God Emperor for you. Enjoy Space Marines 2, enjoy the Lurk, and hey Drake, share your Space Marine later on in the video game pictures section. We'd love to see your Space Marine. I'm gonna share mine. Mine looks like a fucking proper salamander too. I'm very happy with it. God, I just want to pick up the mini and start painting again, but it's like, no, Steph, rest, let it dry, let it dry. But I just want to pick it up and start painting it. You know what? This is a good time to open up the box. This is a good time to open up the box. So I'm gonna kind of split the video here, restart the recording. Oh yeah, we'll do that. Box, box, box. All right, so ease me from my anxiety. Yeah. So if anyone is watching this VOD on YouTube when it comes out on Monday, just know that basically I stopped here to do a little pause to unbox a mini, which will probably come out. I'm gonna see if I can get it out Wednesday or something. We'll let that guy dry. So YouTube, we'll see you in a second. Peace. We'll restart the recording for the Salamander mini and get on going. Salamander time, baby. So what do I gotta do now? It looks fantastic. Thank you, Ethan. I add a little bit here, different color. A lot of like micro, tiny bits of painting. But yeah. Basically gonna do a lot of highlighting now. This is essentially what is gonna happen. Highlighting, and we're gonna start working on actually getting some flame effects in here. So Elijah said to shake and stir the shit out of this paint. So that's what we'll do. We're gonna shake it first, and then we're gonna stir it a lot. Oh shit, wait, the paint comes out pretty well though, what? Hold on. And I gotta water the shit out of it down, so I'm just gonna take a little bit. Put it on my wet palette. It's thick, oh yeah, okay, yeah, it's thick. Yeah, fair enough. I need to water it down either way. What I want to do with it. Let's do that. It'd be like the minis of the Sons of Horus or Necrons. I'd like to get minis of the Sons of... Oh, got you. Valid. Do it. If you have the financial stability to do it, do it. Let's actually add a little bit of the core Rax white to this, actually. I'll be honest, Elijah, I haven't learned much about Garfield Loken yet, and if I have, might have forgotten. Fair enough. Doesn't have drip like Horus. That's what's important. It's the drip. Garvey had pride? Hell yeah. And love for humanity? Nice. Like the Salamanders. Hey, Chip. Good counter argument there, Ethan. I'm not gonna lie. You're right, the drip is cooking. I believe it's 2 Primarchs, Horus and Garvey, and whether drip or pride is more important. I'm gonna have to start playing like Space Marines with you guys, like legitimately. I'm gonna have to start playing Space Marines with all y'all. It's gonna be fun. The cool part is you can actually just have a room code to invite people instead of having friends on Steam, so that's really nice. I'm bonking you? You're bonking me? Why me? The Brotherhood is strong in Space Marine. Yeah, I know, right? I love the game. It's a lot of fun. People say it's going to be Helldivers Killer. It's not. Helldivers will kill itself if it doesn't do right on the 17th. Space Marines and 2 and Helldivers are so fucking different. They're both great in their own way. Loves to be called a Primarch. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I have no idea who he is then. He's some dude who abandoned a Primarch then. The traitor to his people. He's just a dude who was a traitor. He was a traitor, dude. He said, see you later, dude. Favorite info dumped so many times about him. I have no doubt. I have no doubt you have. Is that the guy that he said was like Luke Skywalker? How far are you both in Space Race? I beat it. I beat the game. But yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, that's Luke Skywalker. Yeah, I remember your info dumps on him. Let that settle. I got it wish listed. Need to make sure I can run it without. Yeah, fair enough. It is. They are optimizing it soon. Yeah, I beat it. That last level was good. It was very very good. Take that, depression. Oh yeah, do the campaign. The campaign's a lot of fun. Yeah, I have a decent PC, and it still was fucking around a bit on my PC, so I highly recommend waiting a little bit to really get that, see how, to let it optimize. But it is pretty okay, honestly. Alright, so... what do I want to do? Alright, I know what I want to do. On. Not working right now, actually. I'll have to try just using a normal one then. See how that goes. Just be a little careful if that's basically what I gotta do. Basically, I'm just going to dry brush a little bit of Feywild Emerald to make it not look as raggedy and just have it look a little bit more solid. Cohesive is the word I was looking for. I'm gonna have to buy some fucking Space Marines. I know it. Fuck me. I'm gonna have to buy Space Marines. God damn. I just wanted to do Tau to start with. Now it's Space Marines, and Space Marines have a lot of shit. I don't see a lot of people painting Salamanders, though, so at least I'm gonna be a cool hipster with the Salamanders. But still, god damn it. Yeah, that looks a lot smoother. I'm really proud of this. What the fuck? What the fuck? This looks good. Flamer method, yeah. Thank you, Proxy. Like, holy shit, what the fuck? How did I make this look good? That was not in... I'm gonna say that was not intentional. No, that was the entire intention, but holy shit, I actually did it? What? You left the boys... Your boy left his caps on? Well, I appreciate that. Guy wrestling is super... It is. It really is. go. Now this is working. How the fuck am I actually doing good at this? I guess I have practice, you know? I guess I have practice. I guess I am getting better. I guess I have to admit that I'm actually decent. Not decent. I have to admit I'm improving in bounds and strides on this fucking thing. On this goddamn forsaken hobby. Elijah's gonna have a word with me, be like, Steph, stop fucking underselling yourself. I'm gonna hit you. And I'm like, okay, cool. He won't actually hit me. He'll bully me, but he won't hit me. He'll bully the shit out of me. Yeah. If he doesn't, that'll be even weirder, honestly. Alright, we're gonna use... I fucking will hit... Okay, he will hit me. We are gonna use Green Flame now. Do some highlighting. Yeah, you know, fair enough. Oh, no, I need to check that more. He will hit me. You heard it straight from Elijah's mouth. That green's... I'm gonna move my mic real quick so I can get even closer to my fucking Vinny real quick. You guys might see the top of my head. That's how close I think I'm gonna get. Noggin cam? Noggin cam. Dude, noggin. Dude. You so totally rock, dude. If Crush isn't a fucking icon, I don't know who is. Edna Mode, but you know. Edna Mode, Crush, both of them are icons. Alright, this highlighting's looking really good already.
I noticed the lights were on and I thought you might be home. I wasn't sure.
I think I held my breath that entire time. I feel like I held my breath that entire time. Holy shit. I feel like I held my breath that entire time. Yeah, who needs breathing, right? No, it's not in my job, it ain't. Yeah, no, I feel like I wasn't breathing. I was, but like, oh my god, for a second I felt like I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Just one of them. I guess breathing's just a sign of weakness. Just don't breathe, yeah. Don't breathe, I gotta stop breathing. Alright, cool. Ooh. Actually, I'm not. I feel like I am breathing heavier. I think I'm making a conscious effort to breathe right now. It sounds so silly, like working on the detail of a mini is like making me hitch my breath. Like, it sounds so silly. I'm very nervous. I am very, very nervous. Work on the outhale. Fair enough. The exhale and inhale more. And steadier. Gotcha. Wait, are you saying my hands are steadier than they used to be, or it'll help my hands get steady? I do feel like they are steadier than they used to be, but I'm not saying. Oh. Okay. Too much. Emergency paper towel comes in handy. Make sure to not shake the swear enough. Worked on quite a bit, but I got a jet, but it was nice to see how you're going along. My pleasure, Danny. You have a fantastic day, all right? Have fun mini painting when you can too. And the same spiel of like, subscribe, all that cool stuff. Visit the YouTube, etc., 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 yada yada yada, all that kind of stuff. Holy shit, holy shit, this actually looks really good. Oh my god. My paint water looks like lemonade. Not related, but my paint water does look like lemonade. No! No! I'm not drinking it! Like, legit, it does look like lemonade. It might taste like... I doubt it. Personally, I doubt it. A gut feeling says probably not. All right, so far, take a look, guys. Look at that sick highlighting I've been able to do. Look at that shit, dude. Look at that shit. That's good. That's good. All right. Shift focus for a bit. Go back to the gun. First and foremost, I forgot to add a piece of this lead paint. All right. What I gotta do now is I have to make that fire come out more. So, yeah, it's called lead belcher. I know it sounded a little weird, huh? So I've got the start for the fire in here, and I feel like I should just actually put in some white, like a little drop in there. Okay, what I'm gonna have to do after this, start making some really thins, some really thin, some really thin reds and yellows. The yellows are gonna go more towards the insides. The really thin reds are gonna go more towards the outsides. I'm gonna have to, or rather, we could glaze it over and over and over again, right? That's something we could do with this yellow. really thin yellow glaze. A glow effect. Then we'll add red later. All right, so next we gotta do is the backpack. Backpack, 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 yeah! Oh my god, nervous. I'm done. Not touching the backpack. That looks good. I'm not touching the backpack. That fucking done. Guys, like my hands are like actually kind of shaking. Like I'm legitimately fucking freaking. I am really proud of myself, but also terrified. Like, holy shit. Thank you. You know, that's what I think I'm gonna do. I think what I'm gonna do is I'll consider this for the future. Not now. Not gonna touch it now. Not even gonna think about it now. We're good. Okay. So, next thing I gotta do. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Fire. Okay. So, usually at least on one pauldron, they have like a flame effect here. I'm gonna start that. fucking... Guys, that flame is looking really good. I'm not gonna touch it anymore except for when I put the yellow in there later on. What I'm gonna do now, switch back to the gun. No, well, let's try him. Okay, stop, Steph. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys something. What I did was I put a bright orange inside the gun. And then I have red showing the heat and the actual glow of the gun going throughout the body to give it a nice glow and fiery feel. You can also see that there's red on the over here to show that there's like heat coming from there too. What do you guys think? I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are. I'm very happy with that glow effect. It's not the best, but it's good. It's good. Like, it does look like that is a very hot piece of like metal right there. And that glow is like on the body. I like that a lot. The glow is also on the weapon too, so that looks really good to me. I don't know about you, but I think that looks really good. That looks a little better too. I'll give it a little dry brush from red later on just to get the edges off the yellow there, but good. All right, so last thing I gotta do, add the yellow to the fire. Okay, I'm looking. I need to outline a tiddly bit in red. One hour for one Space Marine, not bad. Oh, wait, no, this is this second half. I did a whole first half of like 2 hours for. I mean, to be fair, I'm trying to play 3-inch rule here and not a foot rule. This is by far a really good 1 foot rule mini. Easy peasy. But clearly, I went for like the 3-inch rule here. Almost done. We're almost done. I missed that part here. Quick. Use a little bit more flame green highlights in a few areas I just noticed. Breaths. Hey, okay. Done. 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 Guys, I'm done. Not touching it anymore. I'm done. I'm fucking done. First Space Marine, baby. First Salamander. So, while we let this dry, here are the colors I used the gun. This I used from Paint, Army Painter, Feywild Green and Green Flame, Uniform Gray and Shadow Wash. From Citadel Paints, I used Steel Legion Drab, Abaddon Black, Corax White, Restributor Armor, Mephiston Red, Afterland Sunset, Lead Belcher. I want more Space Marines now. Fuck. I'm gonna see how much money Twitch has paid me recently. Alright. Look at that. Holy shit. Look at that. That is one sexy Space Marine. Oh, I did forget one thing. Hold on. Yeah, kiss. That is one flaming hot, sexy salamander. I think I got the glow really well as well from the melta rifle. This looks like this will be, or flamethrower. My fingers are fucking trembling, dude. Oh my god, I'm so proud of this one. This is 100% game ready. I think I 3-inch ruled this. I think I 3-inch ruled this. Watching this VOD on YouTube. Thank you very much for watching on YouTube. I hope you had a good one. YouTube, stay safe, Botanist Cool, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.